your financial future. Okay,
Ooh.
This is Chris Bryan. He's here. He's here today. He could be anywhere in the world right now, but he chooses anywhere in the world. He could be in Paraguay. He could be in Australia. He could be on a boat, serving the Navy right now. They wanted him. He just chose not to go back. Okay, but the thing is, he is here, and he is actually a partner with Anchor Financial Group. Chris, how are you, sir?
I'm doing well. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else, guys. Thanks.
Now, I want to ask you this. We're talking about this super move number 4. Say goodbye to all of your debt.
Say goodbye.
Now, I want to ask you this. As a financial advisor, why do you care about people's financial future other than the fact that you you financially benefit as the client financially benefits? So when they make money, you make money. I mean, you guys have kind of a relationship where you're in it together, sort of. But why do you care about people's financial future? Seriously.
I love to see people smile.
Really?
I don't like to get the bad phone calls as, hey, where's all my money after 2008 going, now what am I supposed to do? And looking at me to solve an issue that I didn't have control over.
Now, according to, this just in, according to the Wall Street Journal, it says, based on data from the Federal Reserve, outstanding credit card debt is set to hit $1 trillion in 2016. Well, this just in, it happened.
Yep.
This just in. Now, Dave Ramsey says this. He says, the first step to taking control of your money is to stop borrowing. Now, you're sitting down with a customer, you're sitting down with a couple, you're sitting down with a person, an Oklahomie, an 1170 listener, a good person, somebody who works hard, they're trying to take care of their family, and you sit down, you're trying to help them take control of their financial future. Talk to me how important it is for people to stop spending more than they make.
Well, we talked about fun just in the last segment, I think.
Oh, yeah.
You can go overboard with that, and a lot of people do. But just like you mentioned also, once you become an adult, we have to start doing adult things, and setting aside for our future is one of them. Or also just setting aside for emergencies. I see a lot of people that don't do that.
Now, here's what I hear a lot of people say. They go, oh, Bjorn, do you want to save any money? No, I want to go to the lake house this weekend. Do you want to go to the...
Let's go ice fishing,
Let's go ice fishing. Hey, seriously, why don't we get some Molson and we could watch some Minnesota Wild. They're going to be very good. They're playing the Canucks tonight.
Oh, yeah, Spin.
And let's just get the essentials. Just the essentials. Just 24 packs of... Okay. This is what people are doing, though. Seriously, you got a lot of adults who are 40, who I grew up in Minnesota, so I kind of have fun with this. But you'd see a lot of 40-year-old adults in Minnesota. And in Minnesota, it might sound crazy for the listeners, but have you ever been ice fishing?
No, I haven't.
I'm going to walk you through how this works.
Okay.
Step 1, you wait for the lake to freeze. The lake is frozen.
Okay, step 1, check.
Step 2, you drive a truck onto the ice.
Onto the frozen lake.
Would you go to step 2?
No, but okay.
I feel like this is on your bucket list. You need to do this.
You're probably right. Okay, it's on my list now.
So you go up there.
Put it down low, though.
Yeah, and then what you do is you find a guy named Bjorn or Rauschendorfer or Otteson, and you go, hey, Bjorn, you want to go ice fishing? So what you do is you have a house that you heat that's on a lake that's frozen.
Okay.
And you auger a hole. Augering is like you're drilling, like it's like
how thick is the ice?
At this point, it's like maybe a foot or more is when you're supposed to go out there.
Yeah.
And have you ever seen the movie Grumpy Old Men?
Oh yeah, that's where I've learned my ice fishing techniques.
So what you do is they put in street signs and they'll label it, and people literally will go out there and they will spend the majority. They put a TV in there and they'll watch the Minnesota Vikings. And you'll see people who are so intoxicated before noon because you're in a small, it's like a porta potty.
Oh Lord!
And you're putting in, you're fishing. You're sitting in a line. You can't move though. You put a line in there and you're just waiting for something to nibble.
Yeah. So what do you catch up there? What's in the lake?
Walleye.
Well, walleye. Okay.
A lot of walleye.
A lot of walleye.
Sunfish.
Sunnies.
Seriously, walleye and sunny. That's the whole thing. You go out there and you're just, and the thing is, I'm telling you, I know people who spend more time planning their ice fishing expeditions than they ever spend time planning their financial future. And in Oklahoma, I'm not really sure what people spend more time planning, but people spend more time probably going to an OU game than they spend planning their financial future.
You're listening to the Thrive Time Show on Talk Radio 1170.
So, Chris, what's the deal? What's going on? Why aren't people planning their financial future?
Just not allocating their money in the right direction. They start allocating their money towards something that's going to grow and not necessarily lose money. That is going to be a big feather in their cap because they can keep it consistent. They don't have to worry about where their financial future is going to be. They can set it almost on autopilot.
So if somebody is now debt-free or they're getting there, and they're in a place in their life where they can start saving some money, start socking back some funds, putting some funds where it needs to go, what do you recommend for them?
Wow, that is a loaded question.
Come on, give it to me.
That is a loaded question. It depends on the type of person, how conservative they are, obviously. But the biggest thing I think is what part of their life are they in? Are they young? Are they middle aged? Are they now getting to where they're going to retire?
They're 45.
Okay,
they're 45. They're conservative, so conservative, in fact, they're upset that Donald Trump has won. They're a fundamentalist conservative, but they're happy he won versus the other guy. But they're frustrated.
It was actually a girl.
It was a girl. It's true story.
Guy, girl,
whatever. Doesn't matter. So it's a transgender culture. I'm beyond genders now, Z. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Sexism everywhere. But no, seriously, but if someone's listening now, they're kind of in their 40s. They own a business. They're fairly conservative. What do you recommend? What do they do first?
This happens a lot. A lot of guys have actually put their money into their businesses instead of planning for a financial future, investing in things. They'll just dump it back into their business, which I get it, but hoping one day that business will be worth something they can sell.
So I keep buying lobsters. I got a lobster restaurant. Every Thursday I go buy more lobster. I buy more lobster. Why should I stop buying lobsters, Chris? What's the deal?
Well, big thing is to make sure that you allocate it in the proper way. There's a thing called Index Universal Life Insurance Policies.
Do tell.
Index Universal Life Insurance policies use the power of indexing, which is nothing more than seeing how the stock market opens when you buy the policy. 1 year later, when the policy closes out, you have the option you have the ability to buy options or actually exercise your right to the options, and now you can actually capture whatever the gains were. If you didn't have gains, you can sit out and you didn't get any interest rate, but you didn't lose a dime either.
So these are all moves. Now, they did a lot of things to learn, but if somebody wants to get a hold of you, they want to meet with you, they go, it's too much. I'm trying to drive my car. I'm just trying to drive my Friday on the way home, and I'm amazed. I'm excited. I mean, it sounds great, but I just don't have a pen. I can't write it down. It's not safe. How do people get a hold of you? Where can they find you?
If you're driving down the road, remember myanchorgroup.com. We anchor your assets. That's our slogan.
myanchorgroup.com.
myanchorgroup.com. Now, phone number 918-591-2880. We're easy to get a hold of, easy to sit down with. We basically just sit down and talk about what you want to do with your future.
Now, we're talking about super move number 5. Be patient with purchases and with yourself. Now, Z, you when you started your optometry clinic, you were working out 7 days a week when you started.
7 days a week.
25 years ago, you started.
25 years ago. 25 years and 1 week, I might add.
And 1 week. This just in.
1 week.
From our home office. And so you were working 25 years and a week ago to start your business. How often did you have to remind yourself, be patient. You're growing it. Be patient. You're growing. How many times were you just like, why isn't it growing? I mean, how often do you have to remind yourself to go, you got to keep doing it. You got to stay focused.
Every day you got to wake up and game time and game face, and you got to, I'd paint my face, put, the OD on there, and you paint my faint glasses on there, and then I would go to work and.
I actually have audio of when you started painting your face.
You know what? I tell you what. I'm going to tell you a little bit about that when we get back, but I'm excited about it. I queued up the song.
I'm going to play my audio after your audio. We come back.
Well, Chris was in the Navy.
He was in the Navy. How many years were you in the Navy?
9 years.
9 years. Crank it up, Z. Crank it up. We come back. We're going to be teaching super move number 5. Be patient with purchases and with yourself. In the Navy or not in the Navy.
Broadcasting from the center of the universe, featuring optometrist turned entrepreneur, Dr. Robert Zoellner, and U.S. SBA Entrepreneur of the Year, Clay Clark. This is the Thrive Time Show on Talk Radio 1170.
Oh, Z, we're talking today about something I'm excited about, something that really everybody listening should be excited about. We're talking about the 8 financial management retirement super moves to help you achieve financial freedom. If you're listening right now and you go, who are these people? My name is Clay Clark. I'm the former SBA Entrepreneur of the Year, and I'm joined here with Dr. Robert Zoellner here at the Thrive15.com World Headquarters. Sir, how are you?
I am fantastic. I am an entrepreneur trapped in an optometrist body. I am excited to be here on a Friday, and I'm excited about these 8 financial super moves because you're driving home, you've had a full work week.
Yep.
It's Friday. Yep. You're happy. You got football this weekend.
Things are going great.
You got the kids' games. You
Euphoria.
got the thing. I mean, we got beautiful weather in Tulsa right now.
Incredible weather.
Getting a little, it's getting a little colder this weekend, but it's fall. It's fall. It's still nice.
My inner Norwegian loves the cold weather.
You're drawing.
As it goes down, I go up.
Is that why we keep it like 40 degrees in here?
It's at 60 at all times.
I almost see my breath.
You like it though. Secretly, you like it, don't you?
I do. I like it. But it's so we're here, and you know what I love about this show is people are calling in, people are emailing in, people are letting us know that we are giving them practical steps to help them start and or grow their business. That's what we're about.
Well, the thing is right now, I will just say this, and I'm going to go on a slight rabbit trail, just a slight tangent.
A little tangent.
When you're listening to a show like this, what you have to do is you have to say, am I happy with where I want to go? Or with where I'm going? Are you happy with where I'm going? Because what happens is if you're not intentional about planning your life and ordaining your destiny, you're going to drift to a place that you don't want to be at. And according to Gallup, Gallup. Gallup, there's a little statistic here. Just Google it tonight. The majority of employees are disengaged at work.
I know.
So according to Gallup, the majority of people do not like their job. And I want you to look it up tonight so you can see the statistics. It's over 70% of people don't like their job. Now, according to Forbes, 57% of people specifically want to start or grow a business.
They want to hold their destiny in their own hand. They want to be the man.
Yeah,
or the woman. I mean,
And let's just say you're listening right now and you are the man or the woman or the Kris Jenner of your own destiny, right? The Bruce Jenner.
Chris, whatever. It doesn't matter. Yeah. Jenner.
You're a Jenner. And the thing is, you are wanting to go from here to there. Well, one of the things you're going to have to do along the way is you're going to have to build a team.
Yes.
And you're going to need an accountant, You're going to need an accountant. You're going to need a lawyer, because you're going to get, if you start a business or grow a business, I swear to you, you will be sued at some point. You will be sued at some. It's going to happen.
Yeah, hopefully, yes. But and here's one thing here's the heart of this show, Clay. 8 out of 10 businesses do what?
They fail. It's not fun.
But we're going to do a poll. And people that listen to the Thrive Time show, that percentage is going to be drastically lower.
It has to be.
Than 80%. It has to be. That's our goal. If it's not, we're just going to just for 2 hours just slap each other.
And you have to build a team if you don't want to fail. Okay, so you've got to get that accountant. Okay,
yes.
You've got to get that lawyer.
Yes,
you've got to get that sales guy. But you've got to have a financial advisor. You got to have somebody who's sitting there thinking about things you're not thinking about financially.
Yeah, because it's not, I'll be honest with you. There's a lot of fun things in life, but really, life insurance, it ain't fun.
Nah, it's not
fun. It's not fun.
I don't know.
I'm just being honest with you. It's not fun.
Yeah.
It's not fun.
And a guy here who is excited, though, about your financial future.
He makes it fun all show.
He is like Chuck E. Cheese of financial advising. It's so
like
fun.
Big mouse of
he makes it fun. He makes it fun. There's pizza. There's no, seriously, this guy makes it fun
that you throw around
because he helps you win.
Yeah.
It's Chris Bryan here with Anchor Financial Group. Sir, how are you?
I'm doing well, thanks.
I'm sorry to compare you to Chuck E. Cheese.
No, it's all right. I take that as a compliment.
Absolutely.
Okay, we're talking about super move number 5. You got to be patient with purchases and with yourself. And Dave Ramsey says if you can't pay cash for an item, you can't afford it. Don't let monthly payments become a way of life for your family.
Re-roll that because I'm driving and the dude just kind of almost cut me off and I wasn't paying attention, and that is a powerful thing. Say that again, Clay.
Let me bring it back to my inner DJ. If you can't pay cash for an item, you can't afford it. Don't let monthly payments become a way of life for your family. That's how it works. You can't.
Quite the DJ.
Okay, but
so we're getting married around here? You did a wedding?
Yeah, I was trying to bring it back.
Yeah, there you go.
So talk about this, Chris. What is the cycle of financing debt payments? What is the cycle that a lot of people get trapped in?
Well, they basically end up getting a over their head. They start thinking about this nice, bright, shiny new car, and they don't think about what then, after that monthly payment, the new wears off, they start thinking that buyer's remorse sets in, if you will. So, yeah, it impacts in a retirement plan heavily. Especially when the cars are priced, $60,000, $70,000 now for the nicer cars.
You're listening to the Thrive Time Show on Talk Radio 1170.
All right, this just in from Dave Ramsey. He says, if you're looking for a shortcut to build wealth, you have the wrong spirit. It's built gradually, layer upon layer. Chris, somebody listening right now, they go, okay, I know I need secretly, because you're